But Dad, isn't it time for illegal ham in the face? But bro, where's the banjo?
Some Cleveland sports shows try to give you hot takes, but only one can give you a big old piece of hot ham. Welcome to Illegal Ham to the Face. Talking all Cleveland sports. And don't forget our Fat Boy Tuesday, where we also ham it up with some fun food topics. Without further ado, let's serve up some ham. Here are the Ham Boys, Fatty, and Big Bry.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome on into the Illegal Ham to the Face show. I am Fatty, that fat guy, Jared Fatty Bates. I have a special guest where Bry is taking his summer off. We'll be hearing from him probably here in a couple weeks. But I always got to make a call to the bullpen, and one of the best bullpens I got, especially when we're talking what we're talking today. Got to bring him in. He's from the Big Play Network and part of the Carlos Baerga show. Always positive, Jay.
What's going on, buddy?
I beat you to it.
No. Damn. So if I'm in the bullpen, who's my player comp? I want to know.
I'm going to go probably Gadd. Well, no, I won't go Gaddis. Maybe Tim Herron.
Is there any wrong? There's no bad answer.
No, well, it all depends. It depends on what day Class A is having.
True.
Well, let's see here. Can we kick it old school and maybe bring up Bob Wickman? A little Bob Wickman action?
Bro, not Bob Wickman. I'm out of here. You're going to call me Bob Wickman, man. I was looking maybe Cade Smith. But no, he goes Bob Wickman.
That's all right. I'm going tugboat for me, so I'm all right with that.
You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
I'm sorry. So on tonight's show, we're going to be talking guards. We're going to talk a little bit of Browns and a little bit of Cavs. For Fat Boy Tuesday, we're getting into eggs because it's National Egg Day. And then to finish it up, we're going to do our top 3 egg places to eat at here in Cleveland. Jay, thank you so much for joining us tonight and helping out. How is the new show going?
Great. It's actually been fantastic. The Carlos Baerga show, when it comes to guests right now, is on a generational run. Like, I can't believe the people we've had on. It's like a dream come true. And if you are a fan of the 90s Indians, you need to be watching this show. But we've had Tommy on, Nagy on, Dennis Martinez. Tomorrow, I'll break the news on your show. Tomorrow, we got Oral Hershiser coming on, the Bulldog himself. Yep. Nope. He's coming on. I can't wait. We had Kluber on last week. Like, Carlos is the most popular guy that no one knew. Like, he's so full of energy, so positive. And we got Gab Gowdy on the show, who's just full of knowledge. Like, that girl knows ball better than 99% of the people you know. Like, she is so knowledgeable of the game, and it's just been a blast. Honest to God, it's a dream come true.
Yeah, I love Gab.
And never forget, this is one of the first podcasts I've ever been on. So, thanks for that. You helped me get started here, bud. I didn't forget.
Problem, no, Gab is amazing. She really is. And, man, her knowledge, especially with baseball, is unreal. But tonight, for our trivia, I'm testing your knowledge of baseball.
Nice.
We'll fun with that. So we'll get into our show. Jay, do you have any shout-outs? As we always start our show with shout-outs. Do you have any shout-outs you want to get off your chest besides the Oral Hershiser bomb you just dropped on Illegal Ham to the Face?
Shout out to Carlos. Shout out to Ryan Taylor. Everybody at Big Play. Like, it's been so awesome. They're so welcoming and helping me learn how to produce, because I've never done that before until this. Shout out to my e-bike that I've been taking to and from work now the last 2 days. It's been, I think I've almost gotten 40 miles on it. I absolutely love this thing. It's great exercise, but I don't know about you. I ain't trying to kill myself going up these hills. So that e-bike, it helps you a lot, man. It helps climb those hills, and it ain't killing me no more. Plus, doing 25 on a bike is pretty fun too.
Yeah, that's it. I just think back at moped days when I was a kid, just little dirt bikes and mopeds that I was on. So I'm trying to get my kids one of those and see how much fun they're going to have with it. But right now,
I
they're
had
just
one.
old school. So
I always loved stuff like that. Go-karts, mopeds. We had it all as a kid, man. I had a three-wheeler. Like those are even outlawed these days, but we had one, of course, because that's how we rolled.
you make one wrong turn on that three-wheeler and you're going to be eating handlebars and part of the carburetor as it comes around.
You know what? It's crazy. Between me and my two brothers, I don't know how none of us didn't. We've never flipped it, not once. Maybe we respected it, but I wouldn't say that because we were playing tag with four-wheelers in our woods. So I don't know how we never flipped that thing. Like, I'm blessed, dude. I don't know how I'm alive sometimes. When you reminisce about the things you do as a kid, don't you just think, you're like, man, how did I survive that?
I know. Like, even the stupid stuff you did as a kid, like throwing firecrackers at each other. You can't even do that anymore. Justice said, talk to me when 25 is manpower and you get 62 miles in one ride.
That's what I do get. I get 60 miles in a ride. I haven't done it yet. I usually get it to work and then I charge it at work because I ain't trying to ride on a battery because it's downhill to work for the hill, but coming home is the big hill on Granger is uphill.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't that hill's no joke, bro. I got the big fatty tires on it too. It's nice.
Yeah, you know it's a big hill when they start flashing lights during the wintertime of like, do not go down this hill.
Oh yeah, and there's time. Honest to God, when the weather's bad, they're like, no, they just shut that thing down. They're like, yeah, ain't no one going down this thing.
All right, but let's get into our show tonight. We always do our show. We start out with some trivia, and I always like to ask the trivia now with our guests going on and put them in a little bit of a pickle in a hot seat. So let's show our dog from City Dogs Cleveland. That is still in the kennel. We have to get this dog adopted. But we'll show him right after the sounder. Here we go. As soon as I see, look at this. Everything's all messed up right now. I can't find anything. There it is.
Dude, your logo's a transformer.
I know. Wait till there's more Transformers coming up.
Awesome.
Our dog of the week is Wyatt. He is still at the kennel, needs to be adopted. So if you please can adopt this dog. One of the longest residents there. We try to help out the longest resident as much as possible. So if you could please adopt, and if you can't adopt, volunteer, donate, do whatever you can do to help out a city dog. Also, this Saturday is their 5K, their big event down at Edgewater Park. If you can go, please go, support them, help them out. They will have adoptable dogs there. They will also have other things going on down there at Edgewater. So please go check them out. I believe it starts at 9 a.m. Not 100% sure on that, so double check my math. But please go help them out. This dog is amazing. If my wife would let me adopt a dog, I would. Look, I mean, can't say no to that face.
He's got the tuxedo on, dude.
I know. Like he's ready. Business and party all in one fail swoop right there. All right, so Please go help out a city dog. A city dog's a Cleveland Fatty Fail. Here we go. I gotta get a new Fatty Fail picture. I lost the last one, Justin. So if you get one, send it to me now. All right, so always positive J, my baseball man, my Guardians boy. All right, is Jose still on his hit streak?
No.
So his hit streak was done at what, 22?
I believe so.
Okay. Can you name me the Cleveland Guardians / Indians longest hit streak?
And Sandy Alomar Jr. 30 games.
Nope. Negative. We'll get that at the end of the show. It wasn't Sandy Alomar
Jr. It's not Sandy?
It's not Sandy.
You might need to. Oh, man. I'm pretty sure it's Sandy, but.
I don't know. I have another name here.
Was it a Guardians player that he played for the Guardians, but then had a hit streak maybe somewhere else, or was it while with the Guardians / Indians probably?
It was with the Indians, but they were a different name. I'll explain later.
Was that long ago?
It was that long ago.
I have no idea.
let's put it this way. So hold on. Sandy is second.
Is it 30?
It is 30.
Yeah, Sandy holds it for the what they would call a modern day baseball.
Yeah, I'm looking for the guy before him that had it longer.
Shoeless Joe Jackson, something like that, dude. Like, I gotta really think. I'm like, who? Dude, I don't even know any of those players, dude. Like, is it with the Spiders?
No, not even the Spiders. I think it was before the Spiders.
Oh, I can't remember. You're killing me. You give me trivia. It's like from 1908.
Actually, 1906.
And hey, that's not too bad, dude. I was only 2 years off. Wild guess.
And hey, funny thing is, he also managed the club from 1902 to 1914. Oh, yeah, I can't wait. All right, let's get to our show. Let's play the Cleveland headline sounder, and we'll get into our show. As soon as I find that thing now. Before we get into the Gardos, because that'll be the end of our segment here, we're going to get into a little bit of Cavs talk before we get into Browns talk. And right now,
wait, we're not talking 1906, whatever damn team they're even called.
Oh yes, it's still Cleveland, but it's not. You'll laugh at the last name of it.
I can't wait.
All right, so the Cavs right now, Jay, the trade rumors are just going nuts. I saw another one from ESPN where we're trading Donovan Mitchell and we're getting Cooper Flagg. And I'm just like, what silly season are we in right now that this is going on? The core four is sort of established here. Yes, I believe they should kind of break it up and, transition a little bit. Other people don't believe it. But why all this silly season all of a sudden? You had a new coach this year. JB took him to the second round. Good God, now I can't even think of his name. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. Kenny Atkinson got him to the second round in his first year. Were they expecting Kenny to just take it, or was it just the regular season was so inflated with wins that when they got to, the playoffs, it was like, all right, we're going to go to the Eastern Conference Finals, and guess what? The team that beat you is playing in the NBA championship. So, do you want to break up this squad? And if you do, who would you want to trade off of this squad?
Honestly, probably nobody. And I don't think they're going to. Like, it's going to be so hard for them to make a trade because they're in that second apron. And everyone's like, oh, I don't want to hear about the second apron. Well, it's a real thing. And like, dude, listen to Brian Windhorst. That's all I will tell anybody to do is just listen to Brian Windhorst. That dude knows his stuff when it comes to basketball. He doesn't even try to say things for clickbait. He just tells you what he knows. And yeah, are they gonna make moves? Is the roster gonna be different? Of course, it's always different every year. And why are they bringing up these trades? Because it's clickbait. Honest to God, that's all that is. If they might move one of the big four. And it's either Darius Garland or Jared Allen if they do. But I honestly love both. I don't want to see either one of them go. I think they need to fix themselves internally. They need to look in the mirror and be like, we need to step it up and stop cowering when the moment gets so big or overlooking opponents in the playoffs. We need to be tougher. They said it. That's what they should do. But I think that's what they will do, honestly. Like, their actions speak louder than words. And what did they do last year?
Yeah.
Did the team look better than it was last year, though? Like, it did look better. And then all of a sudden, you got Garland's hurt. Who else got hurt? I can't even remember. It feels so long ago.
Mobley got hurt.
Mobley was
and then
hurt a little bit.
Hunter hurt his
Hunter,
hand.
yeah. The key, that was the guy. People don't like, he was so on fire, and then he gets hurt, and then his rhythm is off. And then I don't know what happened to my dude. Oh, I'm so drawing a blank on names. Comes off the bench, Hunter's, but yeah, Ty Jerome. Like the Monstars, they stole that dude's talent for something. Like he I don't know what happened to him. That boggles my mind to this day because he's one of those players. Like he's not afraid of the moment whatsoever. He'll shoot it when it's a huge moment, and he makes it all the time. There's something with Indiana, man. They just had it's one of those things. I think that maybe we play the Knicks, we win, and that they play whoever the Knicks played, and they lose. Like sometimes, just certain teams match up with other teams better, and I think the Pacers just had our number. And they've been shooting lights out.
Yeah, and then I also think that we got cold a little bit. We had one game where we got hot and everything was going, and then we had a game that was cold. Did everybody in the NBA?
Yeah, when you're a 3-point shooting team, you live and die by the three. So when you're not making them, you're probably going to lose, and that's exactly what happened.
Do you think the whole NBA and us as fans, like, obviously we're Cavs fans, we're kind of, did everybody kind of overlook the Indiana Pacers?
Yeah. And again, guess who was telling us the whole time they're really good? Watch for this team. Brian Windhurst. He knew.
Now watching these finals, the Eastern Conference Finals and the games, I honestly, Jay, I think we kind of need to switch up our game mentality, not just the physical aspect, but take what's in front of you. I'm watching the Knicks, I'm watching Indiana, I'm watching OKC, and I'm watching Minnesota. And if you watch them, yes, they do shoot threes. But man, you watch them, they get in a spot, they're throwing up a mid-range jumper, taking the 2 points, going back down. And all of them are. You got, Connell with his little baby jump, whatever the hell it is, even though I don't like that guy. But, you have these guys that are actually taking 2-pointers instead of 3. And I think it's kind of reverting back to where you need that mid-range jump shot and you need the guys to hit it when it happens. But you think they need to start changing it up and not be the run and gun and go for the 3 and try to, take what's in front of you? Or do you think they stick with the same game plan?
They'll probably end up sticking with the same game plan because it worked the whole season. They beat all the great teams. And I think they're just going to look at it and be like, we just literally got banged up at the exact worst time. And the longer you go in the playoffs, the harder those teams are going to get. It's not going to be easy, dude. Yeah, it sucks. And everybody wants that, something to change when something bad happens. But sometimes no change is the best thing. You just let them get chemistry. I think Kobe Altman's a great GM, obviously. Like, he's been doing amazing things for that team. And I just trust whatever he does. Like, it's like the Guardians. Like, when we make moves, I don't overreact. Like, when we traded Andre Gimenez and everyone goes all mad. And now Toronto don't even want him here. And we got Manzardo. I don't even remember who we got. Whoever we got will probably end up being good. Yeah. And same thing with the Cavs. Like, I just kind of trust what they do. The other team down the street, not so much anymore. I don't trust really kind of anything they do, to be honest. But we'll talk about them later.
Let's get into that other team. All right? Let's get into that. Little transition over. I love it. Let's get into that Browns team that are doing their voluntary camp OTAs, getting ready to start their mandatory mini camp coming up. And let's talk about, we had here we go. Here's how I'm going to word it, and people are going to hate me for this, and I don't even care anymore. We had our Baker Bros. We had our Watson Warriors. Now we have our Sanders Suckers. And my God. Oh, but let's be honest. The guy's a rookie.
No, you can't.
I can say it. I can say it. It's my show.
I mean, you can say it. I ain't saying that. I'm laughing at it, though.
I mean, but that's what it is right now. Everybody thinks that he is the next coming of Christ for this team. He's not even getting reps with any of the first team, okay? we're throwing up stats. Oh my God, he went 7 for 9, 7-on-7 with a helmet on and t-shirt and shorts. Let's wait till training camp, guys. Let's just pump the brakes on everything. You can get excited because there's something to talk about in Cleveland with football. But what has this team shown you, especially quarterback wise, that gets you so excited for a third round pick, which I'm going to keep saying he gets shorter and shorter by the time I talk. I think he's 5'3" now. And then also, Shador, who, hey, he might turn out great. He might be the savior of the Cleveland Browns. How many fifth rounders have done that? All right. I just don't understand the concept behind everybody just latching on to one person, and that's the one person that we're just going to latch on to. I mean, hey, I don't hear any.
A lot has to do with he was a projected first rounder. A lot of people wanted him at the pick we had. Like, there's a lot of people that wanted him to number all. And I don't know what happened. Frankly, I ain't there, so I ain't going to sit there and try to speculate what really happened. You know what I hope? I hope whoever's there does good. I just hope one of the two rookies show promise that they don't even have to think about doing or drafting another quarterback. Because if you can go into next year and let's say Jacksonville is horrible, which I hope they are, and you get a nice another high pick, and we're just okay around the middle because those rookies will probably come in later, but they're like, oh man, like these kids, whoever it is, I don't care. I ain't attaching myself to either one of them. I just hope one of them is. And just imagine if you can go into next year's draft with two picks. And then if you want to, you could take that other high pick, trade down again, still have 2 first-round picks in this first round, and have 2 more the next year for 2 first rounders. Maybe take, I don't know, Jeremiah Smith from Ohio State. Just a dream scenario I have over here. I don't know.
No, and I agree with you on that. But the thing is okay, with these rookie quarterbacks, how much do they have to show you if you do get a, let's say, top 5 pick out of Jacksonville, or us, depending on how the season goes? What do the rookie quarterbacks?
It could easily be us.
I know, but what do the rookie quarterbacks have to do to actually make you sit there and go, you know something, we're not going to take a quarterback in the first round next year? Like, is it like they got to come out lights out and on fire, or they just got to be coherent? Because for me, they got to be lights out on fire. They got to be the
See, I want
thing.
Trying to, because it's different than what it used to be. Like, some of these guys really show you that they're really good right off the rip. And if you could have them come out and be like a Justin Herbert his rookie year, or a CJ Stroud, something like that. Like, unfortunately for either one of them, they're not going to get the playing time that CJ Stroud did, but he came right out and was balling, man. And if either one of those guys could do that, something like that, that would be amazing. Is it realistic? Probably not. So, and worst case scenario, they don't look like they're promising. Like, they suck. And maybe they are one of those quarterbacks that just need to sit there and develop. Then you draft another one next year. Now you have 3 young quarterbacks. And one of them is going to be your backup that possibly could develop into being a starter one day, in case this guy you just drafted, that, again, just because you're drafting another quarterback next year don't mean he's going to be any good. So you're always going to – I want as many cards, you know what I mean, in my hand as possible. That's my opinion.
Okay, so –
but do you trust them to develop them correctly? Do you know? Because I don't.
I don't trust right now any of the quarterbacks in this room, because everybody has got, I wouldn't even say a question mark, but they have an asterisk beside them. I mean, Joe Flacco's, 45 years old. All right. You got Kenny Pickett that can't grip a ball unless he's got gloves on, because small hands.
I ain't going to lie, though. If I got to pick that any of them were really, really good and was the savior and wow, where did this guy actually come from? Why did he suck before? It would be Kenny Pickett, just because the Steelers let him go. And if we got the guy to beat them all the time from them, oh, that would be just so awesome to have Kenny Pickett just whoop their ass every time we play him. I'd be like, yeah, don't you wish you had him still?
I never
That
liked
ain't
the
gonna
Kenny
happen.
Pickett. I know. I never liked the Kenny Pickett pick to begin with. The Dylan Gabriel pick just still floors me to this day. Mostly everybody, you could have probably got him in the 6th or 7th round, but you drafted him in the 3rd round and you had him as your top quarterback. And I'm not saying that it can't be.
Andrew Berry can't draft, bro.
I know.
Big surprise.
I know.
He drafted two. Like everyone's all excited because he drafted 2 running backs. I'm like, why did you draft 2 running backs and 2 wide receiver or 2 quarterbacks when you have needs everywhere? And this is a wide receiver deep draft. Like everyone's all excited about this draft. I don't know. Let me see what this guy from Michigan. Like, dude, he don't even look all that big to me, dude. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm kind of nervous about Mason Graham. Every time I see pictures of him, he doesn't look like an intimidating person. He looks like the Ham from the Sandlot, just enlarged.
Oh, jeez. Damn, Jay.
He's from Michigan. I'm gonna hate him until he does good.
All right. All right. So I asked Bri this question.
I want to be. I hope I'm wrong, dude. Everyone says that dude's gonna be a killer stud, and Andrew Berry hasn't hit on any tackles yet, so we'll see if this is the one.
Well,
I don't know if he's going to be fit. Like, I didn't want him. I'm not going to lie. Hope I'm wrong.
I think I was okay with
Always
it.
positive Jay is being a Debbie Downer.
Well, no, I mean, I was okay with it because of the haul you got for him.
That is what I liked.
And, I'm okay with that because, we talked about it here before. Is he going to be a, Pro Bowler every year? Probably not. But is he going to be a solid player? The trend says, yes, he's going to be a solid player for like 10 years. Like he's going to be one of those guys. At least that's what everybody, all the scouts, everybody's saying that he's going to be a pro's pro. He might get a couple Pro Bowls. Like I compared him to Joel Bitonio. Like, yeah, Joel is a great left guard. Is he Hall of Fame? Question mark. He should be Hall of Fame. But he's going to give you solid time at that position. And that's what we've needed for years is solid time at that position. I think the last solid time that we had at that position was Big Money Warren.
I mean, dude, look at the great defensive tackles. Look at their body and how they're formed. And then look at Mason Graham and tell me I'm wrong. Like,
I know.
Or am I crazy? Please. Like, there is something I saw pictures. I'm like, dude, that he does not look like he's ripped. You're a defensive tackle. Your arms, I always thought your arms would have to be strong. Aaron Donald, that dude looks like a man beast. Is it Jalen Carter, the guy in Philly? He's a monster. And then you got Mason Graham. I'm like, dude. Oh God, I hope he's stronger than what he looks. It's just maybe because I ain't gonna lie, Joe Thomas coming in didn't look like the ripped most dude, but he obviously was fantastic. So I hope I'm wrong on this guy because I'm nervous about him.
We had last week, I had a big man on, and we were talking about the wide receiver room, and I asked him, do you think they make a move here before, good God, training camp, to bolster the wide receiver position, a trade, something of that nature, or do you think they stay pat with this wide receiver room?
I think they're going to make a move to get another veteran receiver in there for sure. There's already rumors of them trying to get after Chris Olave. I would absolutely love that. That would be fantastic, but we don't ever seem to get although, I mean, I'll give you this. Andrew Berry does pull off some awesome wide receiver trades, so maybe he can't pull that off. But it always seems like the ones he gets, you don't even see coming. You're like, he got who? For what? All right. You know what I mean? He always does that for us. He gives you that nice little, you're like, oh, you only gave up this and we got him. So we'll see what he does. Maybe we'll get one of the roster cut guys, which that I really wouldn't care for, to be honest with you, because there's a reason guys get let go.
Yes, there's a lot of reason why guys get go. All right, so I also asked Bri this question. All right, training camp, after training camp, get ready week 1. First off, who is your starter for week 1 for the Browns? And who's in the quarterback room? Who is the odd man out of this group of 4?
I think it's going to be Flacco. I would have to say, if I'm guessing, honestly, we might trade Kenny Pickett or something like that. I think he'd be the odd one to go.
Okay.
I don't know why you would draft 2 quarterbacks and then cut one. And the guy you drafted after Gabriel, you can't put him on a practice squad because the second you do that, someone's going to scoop him right up.
And yeah, at least give him a tryout. You can't. Obviously, the 2 rookies are going to be staying on the roster. But I thought that with Flacco being the older veteran, it would be easier to let him go and, go with the young guys and see what you got with the young guys. But, I like that too, especially if you can get something out of Pickett. If you get anything out of Pickett, like another 5th rounder that we gave up to get him. All right, how's the Indians game going?
0-0. Bottom of the second, Bybee's pitching. A nice first inning.
How many strikeouts?
So I'm trying to click and it's not letting me. It's annoying me right now.
All right, well, let's switch over. We'll get into the Gardos now. Guardians right now, they're getting a lot of people back. There's rumors that Shane Bieber is going to, is it Akron? Do a couple of games in Akron.
He'll be pitching Friday, I believe.
Friday in
They
Akron?
moved it back to Friday. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what would Shane Bieber be in this rotation, and who would be going out of this rotation if we do get Shane Bieber back, let's say around the trade deadline? Well, trade deadline's early. Let's say here by July 4th.
I want to caution people on Shane Bieber and when he comes back, but if he does and he's healthy, he might be racing it, dude. Like, they're saying he looks good. If not, he's just gonna be, even if he's just like a number 2 guy, that's awesome. I love Tanner Bybee. I think he's just short of being a true ace, which he could, I think, get to one day. But I think he's like an amazing number 2 guy that we have, which is fine. So those are your first 2, and then you got Luis Ortiz. He's staying, obviously. And Ciccone looks like the other guy, to be honest with you. No.
Okay, and then, Gavin? Big Rig.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it probably would be Gavin, and Ciccone would be the guy out. I mixed those 2 up.
No, you're all right. With the pitching staff seems to be getting a lot better. The bullpen's coming back into form. We still have some hiccups with Class A that we need to get kind of dialed in. But the one thing that scares me is with closers, and when they start to get the heebie-jeebies and the hiccups, it's not good, and it goes quickly. Do you think that Class A can bring it back into form and come back?
I think he is back into form already.
Is he?
Honestly, he's been pitching amazing. It was ever since, and I said it on my show, when they put Cade Smith in, I'm like, I think that's going to do one of 2 things to him. It's either going to make him mad and that'll get to him and it's going to make him worse.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's going to be like, no, that's my spot. It's going to elevate his game, because sometimes that'll bring out the best in you. You need a little competition, a little nudge in him. And I swear that's why they did it. They won't say it. They said it's because it was rust, but I think they wanted to send him a message. Hey, man, you ain't messing around. We got guys over here that are fully capable too. And he's been doing great since, and just been doing better and better. Is he the guy that he was last year, where we just were like, oh, he's in, it's over? Like, we were literally playing 8-inning games, and once Class A came in, we knew it was over. No, that's very rare. He was in a groove a whole year. Like, I don't. There's not too many people who ever do that anymore. But is he still pretty damn good? Yeah, he's still one of the best closers in baseball. Unfortunately for the Yankees, they just lost their closer for, I think, like 6 weeks. Weaver, he's down. So, I mean, our bullpen is turning back around, man. I think, one of the best, if not the best, bullpens in baseball right now.
All right, with our lineup the way it is, obviously we have some holes in that lineup. We do have David Fry back. Still waiting to hear. What have you heard any news about Lane Thomas and how long he's going to be out? What's going on with his plantar
I
fasciitis?
wouldn't. Yeah, that's who knows how long he'll honestly be out. I think that's what's been trouble, and he's been hurt. Let him go down, let him get healthy, because you're going to need him October once the rosters expand and stuff. But I'm curious to see what they're going to do with Santana, Manzardo, and David Fry, because David Fry can't play position. And you're going to play Manzardo. He's your young guy. I don't even know if he leads the team in home runs right now. He might be tied, or Jose may have passed him. But he's up there. And Santana, what are you going to do? You're going to let him go? He's been red hot in all of May. And if that carries on to this month, who knows? So I'm curious how they're going to play Fry. Like, I have no idea what they're going to do with him. Is he going to be in a pinch hit? Is he the guy that gives one of those guys just a day off here and there? And, I mean, he does pretty damn good in those situations, too, though. He was a great pinch hitter last year for us and a utility player when he'd play any position. So we'll see how it goes with that one.
What are we doing at second base, Jay? We got rid of Jimenez. I have seen, Martinez in there. I have seen a guy named Wade Wilson in there.
Steeman, man, the Storm and Mormon. That's your second baseman right now.
Is he going
to? We got guys like Juan Guido that needs to get up here at one point. Unfortunately, Travis Bazana, the future second baseman, he got hurt, and he's going to be out for a few months. And that really hurt. Like, a lot of people were like, "Oh, he ain't coming up," and I thought he was going to make it. Like, that guy is one driven dude, and it ain't going to be long till he gets up here. And once he gets up here, I don't think he's leaving. But yeah, right now I think they're going to be rolling with Steeman. He's not a bad little hitter, man. He's got some home runs on him. He's doing all right.
All right. I worry because the one hole in the lineup that I've been seeing constantly is the number 2 spot. And
I think Angel Martinez needs to be and I'm with Carlos on this one. He needs to be number 2. I'm going Quan, Angel Martinez, Jose, Manzardo, Santana, and then you can mix it up and chop it up however you want after that.
You wouldn't put Santana there in the 4 spot, knowing how he kind of gets on base too with walks and everything else?
I mean, you could switch either one of those two, honestly, God, on any given day. Santana's a switch hitter, so if they got the lefty in, maybe he goes 4 spot that day, and if they got the righty in, maybe Manzardo goes. So, although Manzardo, he's been hitting lefties better too this year. Just got to get that average up a bit more.
We saw Ramirez in the 2 spot a handful of times. Why can't we do Manzardo or Ramirez, then followed up Manzardo, and then Santana, and then Fry or whoever else? Why couldn't we?
I never want to see Jose Ramirez ever in the 2 spot ever again. I don't think Jose Ramirez ever wants to go to the 2 spot ever again, to be honest with you.
Is it because they just pitch him different?
Dude, baseball, it's all about doing the same thing a lot of times over and over. Like, he's been the number 3 hitter for his whole, like, for so long now. Like, that's what he's used to. He wants 2 people on base. He's your RBI guy. I always say, I'm a believer your best hitter should be your number 3 hitter. Unless you got, like, the 95 Indians and you're completely stacked. Then you probably want Albert Bell at number 4. But
now, I put this out there on our Network 216 and our Legal Hand page probably about a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. And I posed the question of, after his time is done here, will Jose Ramirez go down as the best player for the Guardians/Indians? And I know
I will say Oh, go ahead.
I know people have brought up Bob Feller. I know people have brought up a lot of other people. But the track that he's on for the past, God, what is it, 8-9 years that he's been on here in Cleveland, and the consistency and everything else, the 250 and 250 that he just got, I don't know how you can't put him, if not the top spot, definitely on the Mount Rushmore of Guardians/Indians baseball.
My opinion, I think once he is all said and done, and I've said this, so the second he signed that contract, he will finish as the greatest position player in Guardians history. I don't like comparing pitchers to players, like or field position players. It's just they're completely different. One guy only plays once every 5 games or whatever it is, and it just and not to mention, I think Bob Feller's the greatest because, frankly, if you serve in World War II, you play, serve in World War II, and then come back and play again and still dominate. Yeah, you're pretty damn good. I can't put anyone above you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I won't do it. It just, I don't even think Jose is going to put him above him. You'd be like, no, man. He fought the big war. He stays up top. Like, that's just how it is to me. Not to mention, dude, Bob Feller was throwing 95 when everyone else was throwing like 85. Like, he was nasty. He could pitch today.
Oh, yeah. And I have a feeling today, especially the way he pitched, because it reminded me a little bit of Nolan Ryan. A lot of people get a little bit of chin music coming in on him.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
sure.
Before we transition over into Fat Boy Tuesday, Jay, Indians are holding their ground above water. They're like 30-something and 20-something right now, still above 500. Where do you picture this team, if it is healthy and everything is normal for this team right now? Nothing, no shockwaves kind of come through. Where do you picture this team at the end of the year?
I think they're a playoff team. How far they go is if they make a move or not. I believe they need to make a move. Either you call up Chase DeLauder and see if that guy can stay healthy and rake up here like he does in the minors. That would be a huge boost. But I'm still making another move after that. Like, I'd make a big-time move because as far as I'm concerned, again, the second Jose Ramirez signed that contract, that team should be all in for every single year of it. You should have someone protecting him that helps even protect Manzardo and Santana and the rest of that lineup. Like, you gotta, if you want to make it through these playoffs, you at least have to have a 1-2 punch that teams you can't pitch around great players. And look at all the great teams, dude, that win these World Series. They got a 1-2 punch, and frankly, we just don't have it. We got a massive first punch in Jose. But Manzardo's not quite there yet. He's still young. He's still learning. And Santana's 40-something years old. Like, how is he going to hold up as the rest of the season goes? And yeah, I think we need another big bat.
At that point in time, obviously, we're not buying that big bat. So that means a lot of prospects will be dealt out, if not some of the position players that are playing now. Do you have...
See, like, Santana might get moved.
Yeah.
Him playing hot might get him moved. And if you can get, like, someone that's trying to release a contract and trade him for, because I think we only have him for 1 year, that'd be awesome.
All right.
And my dude, Jack O'Rourke, he does the Big Factor show on Big Play. He said it today. Like, you don't know. Like, we're always talking about these prospects. We got these prospects. Like, dude, half of them don't make it. Just unload some of these prospects and get some known ball players for this team and get Jose the help he needs to get us a championship. Because, frankly, he deserves it. We deserve it. Like, let's get it done.
I agree. Well, buddy, you ready to get fat?
Always.
Let's get fat.
And now, it's time for Fat Boy Tuesday.
All right, it is Fat Boy Tuesday. It is National Egg Day. And the two guys that love breakfast are going to be talking some eggs. Jay, let's talk some eggs. What are some of your favorite style of eggs?
Dude, I mean, my favorite egg is an over medium. So you get the nice, I got to have all the whites got to be cooked. I don't want none of that gooey stuff. Like, I ain't on that stuff. Okay. But I want the yolk to still be dippable for that toast, because you got to have some good rye toast to go with that, of course. Oh, yeah, that's the best one. But, dude, some scrambled eggs with a little bit of cheese on them. Loaded scrambled eggs where you just put ham, bacon, and some peppers, a little onion in there. Dude, there's so many options. So because like when you brought up eggs, I'm like eggs, and then I started thinking, I'm like, well, damn, eggs are you can make a lot of eggs. Like eggs are great. They're the glue of the food world, for God's sake. Like you can't make chicken parm without eggs. So what's gonna hold that bread in on, baby? You need them eggs.
Just a little too late for you. Yeah, I know.
What do you want?
It was a little too late for you. No, and my favorite egg in in this house, like my kids love the sunny side up. But I prefer
Sunny side up. That's where you don't flip it, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
But
I can't do that. That's got
yeah,
that goo on it, bro.
Oh yeah, I prefer the over easy. You cook the bottom nice, give it a little toss, give it a couple like a minute on the other side, flip it back over, and like you got to have that dippy yolk. You got to have the dippy, toast in there. Sometimes I just start mixing it all together, putting the hash browns and everything else in there. Also, scrambled eggs. Another one that I have become accustomed to that I haven't had is I finally had a poached egg because I did eggs Benedict one day. I'm not gonna lie, a poached egg is not bad if it's flavored right, and especially if you get it like an eggs Benedict. Yeah, it just pours the yolk right over top. Have you ever had a poached egg?
I can't do that hollandaise sauce. I'm so picky when it comes to food.
You can't do what is it about the hollandaise sauce?
It looks gross. It smells gross. I don't want anything to do with it. See,
Okay.
dude, like my co-host Gab, dude, she is so brave when it comes to food, dude. She ate that hot dog with this relish, peanut butter, and sriracha sauce on it. I'm like, what? And she eats it. She's like, this is actually really good. I'm like, she's like, try it. I'm like, no. She's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm a wimp. But I've actually tried to cook a poached egg before. It's all right. It's not as good because you probably need the holiday sauce on it because you can't season it with stuff because it's floating in water. But whatever. What is good? A good, just hard-boiled egg, man.
Mm-hmm.
Throw a little salt, a little pepper on there.
I mean, that's the other thing that you can do. The eggs are getting ready to go bad. All right, let's hard boil the eggs. You put it in salad. You make an egg salad sandwich. Do you like egg salad sandwich? It's the same thing as a scrambled egg.
Dude, what is in an egg salad sandwich? You know me that I would absolutely throw up on if you made me eat it.
Mayonnaise.
Yep. The kryptonite of all foods for me, man. Like I hate mayonnaise, and don't come at me with, well, what did you like, Miracle Whip? They're the same damn thing, one just fluffier than the other.
But you do realize they make mayonnaise out of eggs.
Good. They put vinegar and oil in it, and it's gross. Like the pickled eggs at bars. Well, I think that is the most disgusting thing in the entire world. I'm like, anyone that eats one of those, I will never speak to you. Stay away from me with your stank egg breath, dude. Like, I'm cool. They look so gross, dude. Ugh.
You don't like pickled eggs?
No, that's nasty.
All right, that's it. I got to make okay.
No, it ain't gonna happen. You can try all you want with your nasty ass pickled eggs. Right. If you gave it to me, I would just throw it.
No, you gotta try one. You got Jay. Just give me one. It's like it's like a hard-boiled egg, but it's got a little vinegar taste to it, just like you're eating a pickle. That's all it is.
Dude, I love pickles. I love eggs. I'm not mixing my pickles with my eggs.
Oh, all right. So what? Okay, deviled eggs.
Nope.
Mayonnaise.
Yep. See, there's a lot of things that people make with eggs, but it takes mayonnaise, and I'm out. Well, like when you put eggs in like potato salad, my stepmom knows that like when we're having a big party, she'll make a separate, like she'll make all the potato salad and then take without the mayonnaise and then take a section it off for me, and then she puts the mayonnaise and mixes it for everybody else. I got issues, bro. No mayonnaise, no mustard, no ketchup.
So you're
now, do you ever see anyone that puts ketchup on their scrambled eggs? You're like my dad. That used to gross me out too. Dude, in his ketchup or in his mac and cheese and eggs, I'm like, you're nasty, bro.
Yep. Hey, now hold on. I only put ketchup on the Kraft mac and cheese. If it's like the Velveeta or the shells and cheese, I don't put ketchup on it. But the Kraft mac and cheese, Ketchup, scrambled egg, ketchup.
Dude, I ain't even know that Kraft garbage anymore, man. That stuff was for like us kids when we didn't know what the hell we were eating and no one knew what preservatives were. Get off the Kraft. Get off the Kraft. Make some homemade mac and cheese is so good. I couldn't even waste my time with Kraft anymore.
I have to.
Can't do it.
Kids. I got to do the easy batch for the kids.
Nah, man, you gotta get them the good stuff.
Here's Justin, hot sauce.
See, my wife
like
puts hot sauce on her eggs. No, but it doesn't bother me either, though. Like if it was on my eggs, I could eat it. I won't do it.
Okay.
Though. My wife loves it.
I can't believe we done. Oh yeah, I either do. Mostly it's Tabasco. If I got some Tabasco, a little Tabasco on top of the eggs. Now, hey, that's scrambled eggs because if I don't have ketchup, I'm putting hot sauce on it. I just gotta have something to go with the fluffiness of the egg.
What do you put in your omelet?
It all depends on what omelet it is.
I mean, what's your go-to? That's what I'm saying.
We'll bring up Pancake House here in Cleveland. The original Pancake House, their omelets are the bomb. The corned beef hash omelet, love. I don't put anything on it except a little bit of hot sauce. That's it. Most omelets, I don't put anything on them. Now, if it's like the Supreme omelet or like the Super Meat Lovers omelet, I might put some ketchup on it. But like most of the time, I really don't put anything on my omelet because there's other stuff in there that I kind of get excited. Now, if it's just a plain cheese omelet, yeah, there's ketchup going on that thing.
Yeah, when we get around to our top 3 egg places, I might have one, and you already know what it is. All my breakfast diners are closed, bro. I'm like, man, I got no good spots no more. I have one breakfast spot. I had 3. I ain't got none no more, man.
Is the one that we
Oh yeah,
it's still open, right?
Yeah, it better be.
Thank God.
I might go there soon.
All right, but
because the 2 things I got from there was like the Meat Lovers omelet, which that's my jam right there, dude. But yeah, that and that breakfast burrito.
That breakfast burrito was something else. I still have,
dude.
I still have heart flutters and wonderful dreams about that breakfast burrito.
You also probably lost about a month of your life after you ate it.
I don't. Hey, look at me now. Like anything's happening.
Yeah, I know. I need one now. When things are rough, you just get a breakfast burrito and you're good to go.
Hey, even that place with to go, just seeing those styrofoam containers just fly up in the window, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. He's like, I'm glad we got here early and we got a seat. I'm like, yeah, I'm glad we got here early and got a seat too.
I got an egg question for you. You're a McDonald's. You get a sausage McMuffin. You get it with it. That's the egg.
Okay. You broke up a little bit.
Sausage McMuffin. Do you get it with the egg or without the egg?
Normally without the egg because it's cheaper that way. And plus my go-to.
Yeah, that egg's like $2.50.
Yeah, my go-to at McDonald's is the steak, egg, and cheese bagel.
Oh, that's what I got today.
Oh, yeah. I love that thing.
And guess how I get it? No onions, none of that breakfast sauce.
None of that garlic aioli.
You could call it aioli all you want. That's just a fancy name for nasty-ass mayonnaise.
I love you. Justin said a guy from Bar say mayo reminds him of man juice. All right, here we go. Here
man
comes our
juice?
show. Yep.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Yep. All right. Well, let's get into our top 3. Then we will finish up our trivia question, and we will get you out of here, Jay. Let's do that.
I'm still pissed. You gave me the most impossible trivia question ever.
It's not impossible if you have Google.
It isn't.
All right, let's get our top 3. I did. I did. All right,
I was like, you rat.
let's get into our top three, and we're going to do our top three places to get eggs here in Cleveland. All right, you're down to one now, right?
I mean, dude, honestly, Southside Diner. You got to go
Okay,
Southside Diner. It's one of the best breakfast places ever. It's so
I
good.
agree.
You know it.
I agree.
I'll give you. Honestly, I love Bob Evans, dude. Bob
Mhm.
Evans is a solid breakfast spot, and unfortunately, they don't close. They're everywhere. And come back to me. I'll think of a third one.
Okay, so for me here, down from us, we have a place called Canaries. Always slam packed for breakfast. It's just one of those diners that you just come in, sit down, eat, and they're always known for their breakfast. But man, they even have some good food after that. Original Pancake House. I can't, dude. Their omelets are some of the best omelets. I am almost guaranteed some of the best omelets you'll ever have, and you will not leave there hungry. I can guarantee that because when they bring out
Well, I
that
mean, we
omelet,
need another breakfast road trip. I mean, let's go.
have you never been there?
No,
All right,
we
I
went to.
will.
I went to the one diner with you. I can't remember the name of it, like Sunnyside or something.
Oh yeah, no, it's over in Beechwood, buddy. Can you make it to Beechwood?
All right. I mean, I'm in Garfield. I'm right there.
All right, Sunday. I'll give you a buzz. We'll do some breakfast.
I don't think I'm doing anything.
Perfect. No, they bring out omelets. Seriously, Jay, it takes up the whole plate.
That's how it should be.
Like no, but they do theirs different. It's a French style, so it's not like a little fold
Oh,
over omelet. They put it in the oven, bake it with everything, and then pull it out. And it comes out like its own meatloaf. And they have so many
Jay,
different.
like,
Oh yeah, and dude, homemade bacon. They make their own bacon in house. Everything comes with pancakes. Everything comes with pancakes. And oh yeah, yeah. If you've never, okay, we're definitely going to. Now I'm getting excited. I'm getting heart flutters again, Jay. We're going out for breakfast again.
yikes.
All right, here we go. And then finally, for me, there is a place down here, Scramblers. Always like going there too with the kids. Just a quick
I mean, if
spot.
the name's Scramblers, it just
Oh yeah,
sounds like it's making eggs.
it should be right.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm coming back to you.
I'll give you one more. Grumpy's in Tremont. Great breakfast place. Fantastic.
Grumpy's and Tree.
And hey, anything. I mean, eggs. You can't mess up eggs. I mean, if you're messing up eggs, get the hell out of the restaurant business. Basically, like they're the easiest breakfast food to cook. They're fantastic, and like I said, they're the glue of the food world, man.
Okay, I'm going to tell a story that most people don't know, and only pretty much my family. Jay, I used to cook at a Bob Evans. Okay,
Yeah,
not naming the Bob Evans where we're at now. If you've cooked in a Bob Evans, there's two different windows that you cook in. Okay, so you have your meat grill, you have your egg and hash browns, and then you have your spot where you do like your pancakes and stuff. We got slammed one morning, all right, and it was just me and the assistant manager cooking. Okay, nobody else. It was just waitresses. Nobody else was helping us, and it was just me and him. We were each on our own station back here in the windows. And I am not lying to you. We were throwing sausage links and bacon back and forth at each other across the grill just so that we could get stuff plated up and out. We got hit with a 20 top, Jay. And I was like, what is going on? He's like, you got hash browns? I'm like, I don't know if I got hash browns. Hold on. All right, I got hash browns. And it would, dude.
yeah, dude. The breakfast business is crazy when it comes to cooking.
And then, and you're just putting it out. Like most of the time, if you have a diner and you do it right, somebody puts in their order for eggs, bacon, hash browns and toast, 5 minutes tops is what it should be, depending on how they want their egg cooked. Because everything else is taken care of. The hash browns are already taken care of. They're sitting on the side skillet, just staying warm. Bacon, throw it down, cook it. Same amount of time it takes to cook an egg, and then slide it out the window. You shouldn't be waiting there for 35 minutes for just 2 eggs, bacon, toast, and hash browns. You really should.
Yeah, it's all a matter of like if you got 10 people ahead of you, they have to have their meals cooked before you, and then they get to yours. But whatever.
if you have a good line, they'll pump that out quick. The one thing I don't like, though, and I'll tell you this, there are some places, and I'm not naming names, that over butter the bread before they bring it out. Because you know how they have like the little, you can kind of push the bread onto the butter machine and then you put it down. A little over butter. Just bring me a side of butter. I'll butter my bread.
No, I hate when it's the fake butter. It's like sprayed on butter.
Oh, yeah, that's not good. No, you got to give me that good stuff.
No.
All right.
What else are we going to talk about with eggs? That's a lot about eggs.
I know. But we're doing your impossible trivia right now, and then we're going to close out the show. So, the longest hitting streak for your Cleveland Indians / Guardians was 31 games in 1906 by what Cleveland Nap player?
The Naps. I was trying to remember. That's what I just wanted to know what the damn name of the team was. I have no idea, dude.
By the way,
Hal Rosen. I don't know.
Nope. Nap Lagioli.
Nap. What?
Nap, Naplajoie. Lagioli.
Never even heard of him.
31 games during 1906.
Hey, as far as I'm concerned, I got the answer right. No one cares.
It says
it's the modern day baseball rule, bro.
Hey,
I'm copping out.
The next longest streak for a Guardian is a 30-game streak by catcher Sandy Alomar in 1997.
I could have told you the year, too.
How
did I know? Because I just had him on our show in studio. I acting like I'm all smart and stuff. I just learned about it.
I already asked this question to him yesterday.
Oh, man. Yeah, you and your impossible 1940 or not even 40, 1908 or 6, whatever the hell you got your question from. Last time you gave me a Browns question, I got all 3 questions right and nailed it. Now you're killing me. You knew I was you wanted it in the streak. I get it. We're talking streaks. Let's end Jay's streak.
I had to. We'll have you back on again. You know we will.
And if you give me a question from anything from 1980 and above or below, I ain't even answering. Like, nope, next question.
All right. I'll do better next time, okay?
All right. I'll let this one go.
All right. Well, let everybody know where they can find you, Jay.
If you got an Apple phone, download the Big Play app on the Carlos Baerga Show. If you got a Roku on your TV or whatever, you can download it on there. If you ain't got those, just find it on YouTube. Look up the Big Play on YouTube and search under the podcast, and you'll find the Carlos Baerga Show. I'm on Twitter as always, Positive J. Real simple.
All right. That is our show. We want to thank our troops and first responders for everything you guys do. Also want to thank everybody from City Dogs Cleveland for what they're doing, especially on Saturday. Go check them out Saturday. I will be June 5th. I'll be in Parma talking to a Mohawk guy that's going to stuff about 50 hot dogs in his face. So if you want to come out to the Parma Ribbon Rock, I will be out there with my family cheering on Nick Weary and seeing how many glizzies he
this
can
Friday?
Thursday at 5 p.m.
Tomorrow. Or this Thursday. Sorry.
This Thursday.
I'm losing track of everything right now. All right. Yeah, I might go to that.
All right. We want to thank everybody for watching. We are definitely uncorked, unloaded. We're out. We will see you guys next Tuesday. Have a good night.